I am slowly but surely finally ramping up my production of everything. All the things I've been working on are slowly coming to fruition, and this video is really to present a concept that I had come up with like more than a year ago, and I actually presented it to a couple companies and they didn't take me up on it, but now there's a company that has taken me up on it. So this is a canopy that was sent to me by Aerial Silhouette, which I actually think is a really awesome name for a company that's making canopies. I don't know if that's the only thing they make, but at least they make this one. This is special because it's using some special material, but it also has LEDs and a capacitor built into the canopy. And so this canopy was designed specifically for the Floss 3, and fun fact about the Floss 3, I did not actually design the Floss 3, and it is going to be the last Floss. The 3 and the 3L will be the last Floss, official Floss products in the lineage until further notice. And they also sent me the X-Nova motors to build all this stuff together. So this is the X-Nova 2207 1800 kV motor. It is actually a really nifty motor. This video is not really intended to go over all this stuff, but it's 31 grams without the prop nut with this long wire, and I really like the fact that it's a fully flush mount motor. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a screw on the bottom to take off the bell, and it's got quite a deep dish mount, bottom mount on it as well, but it does feel really nicely built. One of my favorite things about this industry, about this hobby, about everything that we do, is that I can build my quad the way I see it best, and I'll tune it and I'll do everything with it. And then I'll take that quad and give it to somebody else, and based on that person's set of their own opinion and experiences and the way they have developed everything for themselves, they'll have a completely different opinion of that quad compared to what I might see when I fly it. And we all kind of have different opinions of how to do things and how we want to do things, and I ultimately think that this difference of opinion and difference in the way we do things is where the ultimate source of ideas and development and just progression of everything comes from. And really, we are all individually going through our own development process. We all learn how to do things on our own. We all learn from the very beginning how to solder and how to construct everything and what does what and how to deal with everything, and then the code and the flight systems, all this stuff. We all kind of learn this stuff on our own with a lot of help from other people and YouTube and whatnot, but pretty much we're doing it all independently. So when you do have the opportunity to share quads and fly somebody else's quad, it's such an immense learning experience, or at least it's always been an immense learning experience for me. Today, things are a lot more consistent. You can build 10 of the same quad with the same firmware, the same settings, and you'll probably get about 7 out of those 10 that fly about the same, and the last couple will just be a little bit wonky. You won't really know what to do to fix it, but for the most part, we're all kind of pushing more and more towards consistency. Back just a year ago, things were really a mess, and you'd build 10 quads and you get 5 quads that flew sort of similar, and the other 5 would just be okay, and then there'd be like 2 that would be like a total mess. It'd just be like teardowns. So my idea is to build this one quad, which I won't be building because you all know my builds are awful, or at least they look awful, and I'll actually be sending them to Catalyst Machine Works, and they will be building this quad and reviewing the quad with the parts and everything together, and then they will send that quad to me, and I will fly it and review it and do everything with it and make my video, and we will come up with a specific rubric of how we want to designate the review of this particular item, and then I will send it to yet another reviewer which will do the same review and with the same rubric, and then they will send it to another. It'll basically just keep going until somebody crashes the quad and destroys it or has to rebuild it or something. And along the way, people can change settings or do whatever they want to do, but they will document this change, and so it'll be really fun to see what one person on one channel says and then what another person on another channel says, and then you get this kind of difference of opinion in how people look at things and how they discuss things and present things from various sources. And to me, this is fantastic because number one, I don't accumulate a room full of stuff, and number two, somebody else prepares it for me, and number three, it's dynamic content among multiple channels, multiple people, and it kind of brings us kind of more together into a little bit more of a community. So thank you so much for Aerial Silhouette for taking me up on this offer. Really, I have had this stuff for many months and I just haven't got around to it, so I just kind of like offered this to them as another idea because I kind of forgot about it for a long time and they thought it was a great idea. I think it's a great idea. This would be so much fun. And so I'm very much looking forward to sending this to Catalyst Machine Works for them to build it for me. So stay tuned because there should be some really interesting comparative content coming among many people, I hope. And I think and I hope that this particular style of, it's really marketing, but we're just trying to make the best of it. We're not trying to market, we're just trying to like develop and learn, and yeah, y'all know how to build all this stuff yourselves anyways, so it's not really that big of a marketing anything. But I would say that I was particularly impressed when I opened the box of these motors and I took them out and I took a look at them. They do really feel nice. So yeah, stay tuned, brush your teeth and floss very well. Take care, bye.